and soon. And our speaker is one of the pioneering leaders of Avita. I had a chance to travel with him by land for about 8 hours. This was in 2019. And I really tried to squeeze out everything that I could learn from him about life, about the business, and even about his social endeavors. And he is also very, very instrumental in the design of the Avita education system that has helped thousands of Avita distributors the world over, just like me, become competent network marketing entrepreneurs and achieve success for themselves. So, my dear friends, please help me welcome our Pearl Ambassador, Alvin Yong. Take it away, Alvin.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the very kind introduction, Badet. Hello, everyone. I'm very honored to be meeting so many friends from around the world, okay, through this amazing Zoom facility. Such virtual gathering, all right, has certainly become a norm in this new normal, isn't it? And thanks in a way to the pandemic, the young, the old, regardless of whether they're tech savvy or not, almost everyone is now able to connect and interact with everyone else in a way that we had never experienced just 17 months ago. This high degree of connectivity is actually opening up a new opportunity for all of us, which is the subject that I'll be speaking on tonight. Now, the new normal continues to evolve as we speak. Governments the world over have thrown huge amount of money to prop up their economies, help businesses and people to survive, and let everyone get vaccinated at the same time. It's been 17 months of struggle since the WHO declared that this COVID-19 is a former global pandemic in March 2020. Yes, I mean, if you look at the global crisis, it has remained a monster that continues to eat up everybody. It just simply refuses to go away. As you can see in the slide, last August, Singapore Airlines started cutting jobs. And guess what? 1 year on, even highly valued professionals such as pilots have to resort to taking on delivery jobs. Last July, businesses were closing down, retrenchment were going up. Just 2 weeks ago, it was reported in the paper that Malaysia's coffers are actually running dry. COVID-19 is actually bankrupting entire nations altogether. And just when vaccination rates seems to be healthily going up everywhere, the virus decided to mutate into Delta variant. And now we are seeing third wave, fourth wave, and God knows how many more waves to come. Just yesterday, I read in the newspaper that hospitals in the Philippines, where some of you are from, and Japan were overwhelmed. US alone reported 1,000 deaths suddenly in a single day, and New Zealand ordered another national lockdown once again. It seems like the news that we read every day today is not much different from news that we read 1 year ago. It remains a very challenging time ahead as far as livelihood, job security, business survival, and also personal health and safety are concerned. The uncertainty is even worse for those young people who are starting their careers and those who will be graduating into the workforce over the next few years. We live in an inflection point now. An inflection point is a period of enormous disruption to changes to our way of life and our way of work. No one expected COVID-19, but this virus just come along suddenly and unannounced, and our world is now turned upside down. This pandemic actually reminds me of another previous crisis in my own life, which is the 9/11 attack. And that crisis was actually an inflection point in my own life. Well, it started me off on a journey to become an entrepreneur. So I was typical product of the education system in Singapore. actually everywhere else, raised to believe that lives begin with jobs. The message was loud and clear from almost every directions, right? Parents, teacher, the media, the government, everywhere. I was schooled to be a job seeker, not a job creator. And getting into a good school and studying hard, get good grades means a lot to us. And then offer myself to the scrutiny of the job market. And finding a good job with good benefits is very important. And then work hard. Work hard for promotion, work hard for pay rise, and then work even harder to get into management positions. So this formula seems to make life pretty hard. Yeah. At that point in time, I was holding a respectable job as a regional director in a multinational media company then. And being a .com company, everyone in the company worked really, really hard towards an IPO. We were given shares, so IPO was the goal. And getting a company listed in the stock exchange meant that we will all be rich. So that was a formula. I worked very hard, long hours. I would leave home before my daughter woke up. She was 2 years old at that point in time. And by the time I got home, she would be fast asleep. That was the kind of no night, no day rat race that we undergo in a typical rat race in the corporate world. Then just 3 months before the planned IPO, suddenly, just like COVID-19, 9/11 happened. The plane crashed into the World Trade Center. Everything, all our lives, businesses, everything went up in smoke. 3 weeks into the crisis, I was called up by the vice president. Well, he said to me, Alvin, you have 60 staff in 6 country offices. Upstairs decided that you can only keep 6. So now you decide which 6. Actually, that was one of the saddest moments in my life, and especially so in my corporate life. I felt helpless for my staff and also very fearful for my own job. It was painful to fire colleagues, and I think any one of you who have been fired or who have retrenched other people would know about that, especially colleagues whom I valued highly. And for no better reason than it was an order from upstairs. It was devastating for those of my colleagues who got fired, especially when they have really worked honestly hard and put their heart and soul and work hard towards the IPO goal of the company. They were really good guys in my view. Well, but when you're just an employee and not a boss, you have no say because you don't own the job. Looking back, I'm thankful for that crisis of 9/11 because it served as an inflection point for me. It allowed me to think hard and fast, think hard and deep about where I want to bring my life to. And I decided then and there that I'm done with jobs. I will chart my own path as an entrepreneur. And like many people, and probably you too, I am willing to work hard, honestly hard to learn and to excel in whatever I do. But it just doesn't seem very wise to pour all my life energy into a job that I would never own, one that I might get fired from during every crisis cycle. You have financial crisis, you have global recession, you have oil crisis, geopolitical crisis, stock market meltdown, and now the pandemic. And there will be many more crises to come every few years or every other season, you can say. And it's obvious that as you get older, you'll be at a higher risk of being a first to be let go and really the last to even be considered for a job interview. I decided that I would rather put my heart and soul into building a business that I can own. But what business? So this time round, actually, during this COVID-19 pandemic, the disruption is of a scale that we have never seen before. Not just a small handful of people got fired, a lot of people. The disruption is terrible. The last few months of lockdown and then the uncertainty in the months ahead are really threatening businesses, big and small. Many have shut down. Many more may shut down in the coming months, and gone will be a huge number of jobs. Actually, the pandemic is really a reset, and it's like an equalizer. Whether you are white collar, blue collar, whether you're senior, junior, male, female, or highly qualified or not, if you're still hoping for some bosses out there who will pay you a handsome salary and guarantee you a job security for life, I think it is time to wake up. I personally know of bosses of small companies who are now either hunting for jobs themselves or looking out for other opportunities as well. See, when jobs get disappearing, many are forced to join the fast-growing gig economy of contract workers. Since some people like the flexibility of not getting tied down to the one employer, but it has serious shortcoming of no security, no stability, and no safety net. Gig contracting is actually a very neat idea for business owner, but really not good at all for the worker in the long run. Personally, I would rather put my heart and soul into building a business that has the potential of building up a brand, grooming a team that can co-create leverage and sustainable growth. The business should also be scalable regionally and maybe globally, especially in today's highly connected world, and creating earnings from diversified and multiple sources of market and countries. After 9/11, I was seriously evaluating taking up a bakery franchise, which is a kind of business ownership. A franchise business has the advantages of an already established brand and has a proven operating system that I could just take and run with it. But gosh, the investment capital was humongously huge. And besides, the franchise fee is one thing, and there are the store renovation, then there is the ongoing cost of hiring people, then the inventory, stockpiling, salary, etc. As a franchisee, I'm also limited to only just one single location. And if I want to expand, not expand to other country, but just expand to the next street, for example, I will have to buy another license and have to pay the franchisor another fee. So the franchise business model is really wonderful for the franchisor, but I can't say quite the same for the franchisee. Now, I was very lucky at that point in time. I got to know about network marketing business opportunity. And because it allowed me to compare and contrast the two business models side by side, I finally and easily decided not to throw 400,000 of my saving, 400,000 Singapore dollar of my saving into a franchise business. And instead, I started the network marketing business with just 5% of the capital investment. And this business went on to earn me millions. So today, we're close to 2 decades of network marketing experiences. I'm proud to have built up a very international network of partners and customers. I'm honored to be serving as a mentor to many aspiring entrepreneurs who join this exciting industry almost every day. So during this pandemic crisis, I feel really more urgent than ever to help more people really understand the network marketing business opportunity so that they can evaluate for themselves if this might be the right opportunity and the right time to start a global networking business for themselves, as compared to seeking for jobs, which are fast disappearing, or becoming a gig worker that offers no long-term security, or trying to start a traditional franchise or traditional business that incur huge capital outlay and also ride high risk during this period. Now, I will assume that you all are here tonight to explore and evaluate the possibility of becoming your own boss on the Avita network marketing platform. Am I right? If I'm right, maybe you can type a yes so that I could see. Now, if you desire to own your own business, have control of your own time, and be able to choose who you wish to work with, and most importantly, I think, is to determine how much you want to make, how many more millions you want to earn. But you must be prepared to willing to learn and to work diligently to realize your dreams. If that is so, then tonight, I hope might be a turning point for you, like what Bhadat said earlier. Because personally, I attended a seminar like this 20 years ago, and my life was changed after that. Now, I personally have enjoyed tremendous benefits from Avita network marketing opportunity. I'll be happy to share with you how I did it. But you alone will have to evaluate this business for yourself and decide if you indeed might be a good fit for the Avita opportunity. Now, let's begin by looking at what are the three important keys, to a sustainable business success, so that we can evaluate what a good business is really all about. Now, as you can see here, there are three keys. First is right trend, and then right business model, and number three, right people. Now, any of these three key, anyone missing, you won't be able to build a sustainable business. So allow me to illuminate each point, okay, with direct references to my own experience, especially in my Avita network marketing journey here. Now, first and foremost, Avita. Now, it is a Singapore network marketing company launched in Singapore in the year 2007, headquartered in Singapore, and we have just celebrated our 14th anniversary just about less than 2 weeks ago. We now have presence in 9 countries across Asia. We are expanding passionately into numerous other new markets as we speak. Our vision is to co-create a better life and a better world with two things. First, with our world-class products that we offer to the marketplace. And secondly, a fantastic business opportunity that we offer to fellow entrepreneurs. We are extremely grateful to our founder and our CEO, Ms. Lee Xiang Ying. I've known Ms. Lee for 20 years. Ms. Lee is a leader with a big heart, not just for the customer, not just for her staff, but also for all the network entrepreneurs who join her and build this Avita business into a global brand. She often reminds us that life is a gift and that we must never take it for granted. Therefore, Avita was born to offer preventive wellness to customer and a very profitable and sustainable business opportunity for all network entrepreneurs. Now, for long-term success, we have to write the right trend, employ the right business model, and then attract the right people to come together. And these three keys will then give you a good sustainable business. So let us first examine what is a right trend. Now, trend is an ever-changing thing. It never really stays still. And understanding trend will actually tell you what kind of needs are emerging in the marketplace, and therefore, what kind of products or services will be in demand. Now, an average product in the right trend will definitely beat the best product, but in the wrong trend. Okay, so what are some of the trends that we all cannot afford to ignore in today's context? First and foremost, wellness. Wellness means a collective of needs that are best described as preventive care, for instance, immunity enhancement, especially now in the COVID days, and slowing down aging. And I'll share with you why slowing down aging is tremendously huge a trend because of the fast-growing population. And disease prevention is also a very big chunk in the wellness trend. And secondly, anything to do with eco-friendly aspects, zero carbon, climate change, any solutions that can help with the climate change, green technology, for example. And finally, you have the technology portion, which includes things like artificial intelligence, robotics, Internet of Things, and the up-and-coming 5G. Now, where's Avita? Avita rides on the fast-growing and, in fact, unstoppable trend of wellness, and we leverage the technology aspects of it to build our global business. Now, this pandemic actually has shown our basic human vulnerability. You may be rich, famous, powerful. So what? To the virus, everyone is equal. Your immunity is really your first and also your last line of defense. This virus is not going away. More mutations are already happening. And new viruses are bound to appear in all our lifetimes. And we saw that the older folks are more vulnerable. And due to what? Their poorer immunity and also age-related degenerations. So guess what? The world is aging very, very rapidly. Today, people who are aged 60 and older accounts for 1 out of 11 people. Now, every year going forward, there will be more and more older folks. And you can see on the chart here. And by 2050, it'll be 1 out of 5. Actually, it'll be even 1 out of 3 in some part of Asia like Japan. Now, some of you will be among this statistic. And you know what? Having gone through this pandemic, you will want to find a solution so that you don't ever become a burden to your family and also the society. You don't want your wealth to be spent on medical bills. You don't want to suffer poor health. And guess what? People who think like this are in the millions and billions out there. There will be a growing demand for products to enhance immunity, especially in a natural way, and to slow down aging, prevent degenerative diseases. Example like joint pains, and especially with mental degradation, such as older folks' issues like dementia, Alzheimer, Parkinson's. That's exactly why Avita exists in the first place, and why our slogan say, for a better life. Now, whether you are young or old, wellness must accompany you all through your life, and Avita will be a key player in the unstoppable trend of wellness across the whole world. Now, Avita products are a whole world-class, I would say, suite of wellness solutions. The number one top seller is called Salogen, a premium marine nutritional supplement made in Switzerland. Now, Salogen supports cell repair and regeneration. It helps us to slow down our aging and prevent diseases. Now, we have so many cases of people contacting COVID-19 and who have been helped to recover safely and quicker with the help of Salogen. Could we have the next slide, please? We have many medical doctors taking Salogen and also encouraging their patients to take it. We have health-conscious people who take this supplement daily to improve their health, slow down their aging especially, and prevent all forms of degenerative diseases. We all must encourage our loved ones and friends from all over the world to take Salogen in order to enhance our immune systems, especially to protect against the highly infectious Delta variant of the COVID-19. Now, you may not be if you're not entirely familiar with our complete range of products, then I would really highly recommend that you request your introducer to go through with you the benefits of the product, and especially importantly, the market potential behind each product. Now, what you must evaluate is not whether you personally need the product, but what is really important in evaluating a business is to understand the trend and then the market potential behind the Avita products. You see, wellness is already a $4.5 trillion market the world over, and it will only continue to keep growing whether you are in it or not. Wellness, healthcare, these are recession-proof industry. In good times, you want to be healthy to enjoy life. But in bad times, all the more you cannot afford to be unwell in order for you to tackle challenges during bad times. Wellness is an unstoppable trend, and the market is in every country, every city, actually anywhere on earth where there are human beings. Now, having the right products is not a guarantee for success. If you put a right product but on a wrong vehicle, business vehicle, you won't go very far. So let's take this Salogen Swiss Marine nutritional supplement, for example. If I choose a traditional retail business model, say by opening a shop front on a high street, I would then need to contend with shop rental, paying salary to staff, and then spending on advertisements, shop renovation. And yet the reach will only be restricted to just one location, and the upside will be limited by the shop capacity. Now, how different is it if the business model behind the Avita network marketing model? What are the advantages that is offered by the Avita business model? Let me run through this 5-point review. First, low capital investment. Now, unlike franchise, there's no licensing fee, no capital needed for storefront, renovation, warehousing, logistic, no recurrent costs in hiring people, paying salary, rental, utility, etc. To get started as an Avita distributor, you simply invest only in the stock that you will consume and retail. For illustration, I'll use my own case. I started up in Avita with a direct go distributor position. The only other investment, which is absolutely a must, is to invest in your own self-development and business skill training. Number two, there's mentoring and training provided to all distributors. Your background, qualification, prior experiences are all irrelevant when you join Avita. Now, as long as you're willing to learn and work hard, you have mentors who will coach and train you to become competent and successful. Now, in my case, my mentor, who are my uplines, Pauline and Josephine, they trained me on the product knowledge because when I first got started, I know nothing. I share with my friends who have health needs. And soon enough, I started to grow a small customer base. I serve them well. They're happy. I'm very happy too. And then my network business started to take off. Number three, leverage with a capital L. You leverage your company for all the corporate functions from product R&D, manufacturing, certification, logistic, shipment, accounting, commission payout, and most importantly, a business platform that you can franchise out to other business partners. Now, with further coaching from my mentor, I became very effective at sharing the Avita opportunity with friends who are really open to exploring doing business together. And soon I began attracting like-minded friends to join me as my fellow business partner. You see, having partners to work together as a team is really very powerful. Teamwork is really great leverage because you get more done faster. And you should also leverage your mentor as they have very valuable experiences in Avita business know-how, and they can continue to support and coach you. Now, at this stage, in addition to retailing to my customer, my distribution channels start to take shape. And that is wonderful. Number four, no limit to your earning potential. The Avita compensation plan is really completely transparent to every one of us here. You decide how big a network you want to build, how much money you wish to make, and then with consistent effort, you have a growing consumer base, and then you train a team of competent business partner who will in turn grow more consumer and train even more business partner. Now, as your network mature and then it grows wider and also deeper, your earning potential, your earning actually grows in tandem. And that is really sweet because you're no longer working all by yourself, by your own time, with your own hands. Okay, now you have a team that work together with you. And that brings to number five, which is scalable. One person is very hard to scale. Not impossible, but really tough. But when you have a team, then this becomes a very big possibility. Today, everyone, young, old, everyone is on the internet and social media. My 85-year-old father is on the Facebook and playing social media game. Just look at how many friends you have on Facebook and Instagram and count the different countries they all come from. Now, take a moment and ponder and imagine how many friends each of your friends are in turn connected to. And everyone are all on Zoom or all very, very familiar and efficient with facility like Zoom for connectivity and interactivity. Now, do you see a possibility how your network business can really scale up and grow internationally? All you need is a good platform to begin the growth. The network growth effect is really a phenomenon that very, very few of us have ever experienced in the scope of our own job, our own employment, and even traditional businesses. On the other hand, the COVID-19 virus knows this business model very well. One virus infect 5, then 5 infect 25, and then the whole cluster grows and grows. Your Avita business can actually expand just like that also, but in a very positive way, yeah, and creating more good health and more greater prosperity. Avita today has presence in 9 countries across Asia. It has a combined market size of over 700 million people already. We are expanding into new markets as we speak, including China, which has 2 billion people there. And you have the opportunity to connect with friends and build a truly multinational business network, generating multiple streams of income from different countries. You see, I personally don't speak Japanese and I don't have any friends in Cambodia. But through my network of partners, my partners, my business has expanded into this country. That's really very cool. And that is actually opening up new doors into new possibility beyond my own personal connectivity. And this is also very exciting, especially for those of you here who like to travel all over the world. How many of you like to travel all over the world? Can you indicate? Because network marketing that is able to allow you to build a global business is especially exciting for people who love to travel, because you can travel, you can meet people, you can enjoy the travel locations, and yet at the same time build your business everywhere on earth. Wow, so many people love traveling. Yeah, it seems like we are in the right cluster. Yeah. Now you can now kind of clearly understand why we call it network marketing, because we market within our network of friends, our friends of friends. Actually, if you think about it, all successful mega businesses are some form of network or others. Yeah. Caltex, BP, they are networks of petrol distributions. McDonald's, KFC, Jollibee, they are all F&B networks. Apple sells all its computers and iPhone through a network of stores and channels. Alibaba, Amazon, TikTok, Facebook, they're all powerful networks. Avita, likewise, is a network of entrepreneurs that get connected together and collectively redistributes the Avita wellness products and solutions. Right products are good stuff that people want. Right business model is the means to get the product to the people. But these two alone won't add any values in the marketplace. You need the third and the most important key, and that is the right people. Okay, I'm assuming that all of you listening here tonight, you're spending the evening here, you are all the right people, aren't you? Yes, agree? Can all hands up and say, yes, I am a right person? Yeah, wow, okay. Yeah, come on, I don't think anybody will dare to say that you're not a right person, right? Now, one reason why many people are really fearful of starting a traditional business is because it's really tough, yeah, to be able to know and do everything well by yourself, yeah. Franchising actually make owning a business simpler, because you don't need to know everything, but provided you have lots of money to invest and you have to sustain it. Now, to me, network marketing is a further refinement of the franchise innovation. Network marketing offers everyone a chance to build and own a business from scratch with very low capital. And then through word of mouth and connections, especially through the social media ability, the technology, we build a network with unlimited upside potential. It allows people like you and I to invite like-minded friends whom we love to work with, join hands, and then co-build a network enterprise together, mutually benefiting each other, supporting each other. No more hiring, firing, which I really detest. No more boss and subordinate relationship. No more concern of cost overhead, ongoing paying of bills and rental and salary. You have this flexibility also to start part-time, grow the business, and then transition into full-time mode. It's so flexible. So who are the right people? What is my definition of right people? Now, I don't mean asking for their CVs, check off their qualification, background, or past job references. No, anyone who has the desire to be an entrepreneur, to live his dreams. But he must be coachable also, is willing to keep trying and keep learning and keep doing till he gets better. Now, these people are the right people and they have potential to succeed big time in Avita. In today's era, there is no more Superman. But I believe every one of us here is super in our own ways. Now, there is a saying, right? It says that if you want to go fast, go by yourself. No, it's very easy. No need to consult anybody. But if you wish to go far in a sustainable way, then go with a team. In Avita, we believe in teamwork. Working together, we allow everyone to play to his strengths. And we support each other to keep improving ourselves. You see, money that you earn can be spent or be taken away by someone. But the knowledge and the skill set and the mindset that you shape and you acquire and the experiences that you accumulate will make you a better person and a far more capable entrepreneur and a leader in anything you do. Now, let me show you why many people call Avita a business school that offers an experiential MBA program. See, when you join Avita, we support you with a combination of business training, individual mentoring, team support, online events, and we leverage our distributors and leaders regionally to cross-support one another. And we use a real-time business system for performance tracking that is provided by the company. It is a business school where you learn and you start earning at the same time. Now, for regional expansion, we used to travel in teams to support our network in different countries. You see on the slide here that we travel to Philippines, to Indonesia, Malaysia, many other countries. And we are all eagerly looking forward to be able to travel again, hopefully very soon. And we also hold regular entrepreneur conferences and training programs for personal development and also for leadership honing. And even though currently we are unable to travel and we've been unable to travel for the last 1.5 years, we meet regularly on Zoom. We continue to build our business and support one another online. Actually, interestingly, since the pandemic has forced kind of almost everyone, anywhere, everywhere across the whole wide world actually, to be familiar with virtual conferencing, we are finding our online seminars to be reaching out to an even wider international audience. Oh, but actually tonight, I think we have quite an international audience, isn't it? Yeah. And the talk is actually being delivered in 2 different languages, Chinese, Mandarin and English. And sometimes we even have Japanese concurrent translation as well. So you see, to start your Avita business, you don't need any qualification, work experiences. Age is not really an important criteria also. You can be very young, it can even be very old. You also don't need to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars. All you need is a desire for success, an eagerness to learn, and then put what you learn into practice. And finally, a willingness to also pay it forward, train your team members so that they can become as competent, if not even better than you. Then you have bigger leverage than even, than even yourself. However good you are by yourself, when you have a team who are competent, it multiplies you 100 times over. Now, every successful entrepreneur in Avita started to learn as a student and then work the business as a practitioner. And finally, they eventually graduate to teaching others as a business coach. Avita to me is more than just a business that creates wealth, abundance, earning me money. It is about personal development. It's about sharpening myself, ourselves, and grow into a person who dare to dream and also know how to manifest dreams and make them come true. It's about co-elevating partners to become better people and highly effective leaders. There are many, many successful stories that I can tell you. But for tonight, I'll just highlight one of my associates who this person inspired me tremendously. Her name is Tan Hui Kyung. born in Malaysia, and armed with only secondary school qualification. She came to Singapore, a country where value paper qualification a lot. She came to Singapore at the age of 19 and then started a career as an operator, earning a very small monthly salary of just 450 Singapore dollar. She spent subsequently 26 years climbing the corporate ladder and eventually got promoted to become a customer service officer. And she drew a paycheck of 3,000 Singapore dollar. Not bad for a secondary school qualification person in Singapore. Hoeek was 45 years old by then. And she felt that she had kind of reached the ceiling and there will be no more possibility for her to be promoted and to earn more than $3,000 a month. Hoeek saw that as her maximum highest market value that she can kind of she can draw. No? Well, not until she was introduced to Avita by her cousins-in-law. Let's see what happened. Hoeek worked hard, of course, in Avita. She learned, she grew her network, and achieved breakthrough in her income 1 month after another. At the age of 47, she set a very daring goal to hit 15,000 Singapore dollar a month by the time she turns 50 years old. That was supposed to be a milestone career for her. The good news is Hoeek hit her record 1 month commissions of 34,000 Singapore dollar, way before that in 2018. Hoeek is just one of many successful entrepreneurs. Ordinary people becoming extraordinary in terms of achievement here. Now, if you have a reason to explore this opportunity for yourself, you will have the chance in a while to actually meet with Hoeek and many other successful entrepreneurs and mentors who come from all walks of life. The Avita network is like a microcosm of the macrocosm. We have former lawyer, engineer, accountant, soldier, bankers, and we also have homemaker, golfer, nurses, doctors, and students even. You have the chance to meet with them in the breakout room now. Now, my sincere advice will be for you to ask them specifically, how did they get started? And what do they value most in their Avita business? Not just profitability, but what other gains that have they achieved in their journey in Avita? I sincerely hope that their answers will help you to evaluate this opportunity for yourself. Now we shall break out for about 15 minutes, and then before returning here, and we shall conclude for this evening's talk. Yeah, you don't need to do anything. The breakout room will basically happen automatically, and you'll be transported into the cozy room. And then I wish that you can have a very good, hearty, and good conversation with fellow entrepreneurs coming back. I hope that everyone has benefited from this very, very short interaction on this evening with some like-minded people, people who have been there, done that. And I hope you have made some good friends, new friends. Continue the conversation, continue your evaluation. Now, for some reasons, you all have come to listen to my story this evening. I sincerely hope that you have found it somewhat beneficial. I cherish this connection and this opportunity of exchanging ideas with you very, very much. Please take whatever info, idea, or energy that you kind of feel that it would be helpful to you in realizing your own dreams. Act on it. I hope you feel inspired to join us and succeed together as a fellow network marketing entrepreneur on the Avita platform. My sincere wish is that one day in the near future, I would be on the other end, listening to you sharing your success story in Avita, and then to pay it forward to inspire many, many other people to come after you. So I appreciate you very much. I hope that my talk has been helpful to you. And thank you. Thank you for allowing me to invest a little bit of my life in yours. Thank you. Namaste. Back to you, Badat.
Wow. Thank you so much, PA Alvin. Let's give a clap emoji to PA Alvin. Come on, let's
Thank
click
you.
the reactions and give him a clap emoji to
Thank you.
say thank you for sharing your life to us, and thank you for giving us beautiful and wonderful insights about why network marketing is the way to go. My key takeaways: number one, we are in the right trend. The wellness industry is a multi-trillion dollar market, and what the pandemic has taught us is how people now value wellness more than ever. We have the right business model. PA Alvin showed us that model, and we have an unlimited potential income because of the proven Avita system. And we are the right people. We have the wisdom, the knowledge, and the experience. We can all learn from our leaders are worth 100 years of MBA studies. You don't need to go to an expensive MBA school. You just need to learn from them. So please type 8 if you are excited to ride the wave of this global business opportunity.